Right. So, this concept of brain drain, why it is there? See, USA is an accident, yes or no? Someone want to find India, they found Americas. So, its history, known history is less than 500 years. But it became so rich because it has full of resources, and best of the best of people from all parts of the world are going there. Not only from India. USA receives scientists, engineers, doctors, workforce, labor force from every parts of the world. So people are aspiring to for the lifestyle in USA, for better opportunities there. So they are going away. That's the reason it is growing very fast. The universities in USA, if you look the professors list, they will be so diverse. From Chinese you have universities, from Indian IIT grads, they will be teaching there. From South America, from Southeast Asia, from Australia, from everywhere a single university has. That's the reason MNCs developed very well in USA. In an MNC also, people from different parts of the world are working there. Look at the domination of US companies throughout the world. The strength is it is accepting best of the best people from throughout the world. But look at India or any developing world. We are fighting in the name of religion. We are fighting in the name of caste. We are fighting in the name of region. Yes or no? We are fighting Ashoknagar versus Gandhinagar also. Yes or no? So divisions, diversity can be a strength, diversity can be a weakness also. So if you enhance it, that will create strength to us. Yeah. So we are discussing about causes of brain drain in India. If you look at some of the causes, settle down quickly. Actually, Government of India has recently released data. Why this topic we are discussing is the government has given a data about how many people are leaving Indian citizenship on a year-to-year basis. So, can Indians have dual citizenship? No, not possible. If a person acquires citizenship of other country, automatically his Indian citizenship will be lost. So, in that context, the Government of India gave data with respect to how many people are losing India's citizenship on a year-to-year basis. So, it got surprised many people because most of the professionals are leaving India and settling in various countries outside. That is the issue. That's the reason this topic is in discussion. So, all the data if you look at, of course, data is not there. Much significance you not be given which countries they are going. USA is the top destination for the Indians who are living, and not as a migrants. Number of migrants data will be different. Migration does not automatically implies they are getting US citizenship. Yes or no? Because there are conditions for getting citizenship. We are more migrating towards Nepal, many Indians are there. In West Asia, there are many Indians are there. I am talking about number of Indians losing their citizenship and acquiring other country. In that, United States, Canada, Australia, UK. These are the top 4 countries. Okay. So that's the reason the topic is in discussion. Why brain drain is happening? What are the main causes for these things we are looking at as a social issue? How it is impacting India? Only that thing we are limiting to. Now, major causes for any phenomena when we are talking about social phenomena kind of things, when people are migrating or people are going away, like from rural to urban areas, we talk generally in terms of 2 words. What are those 2 words? Whenever urban migration is happening towards urban areas, we talk about 2 factors generally. What are those 2 factors? Push factors and pull factors. Same manner. So in this manner also, why people are leaving India? If you look at some of the push factors which were, and means what are push factors? Going away. Reasons for leaving this country. They are pushing away from this country. Lack of proper salaries. First is money. Okay. So the thing is, it's not about rupee dollar conversion rate only. It's about the problem is there is a huge amount of disguised unemployment. In agriculture, many people are not getting their returns in a big manner. What 2 or 3 people used to do, 10 people are doing that. In industrial sector also, your employability or whatever skills you have at par salaries are not coming. So that's the reason better employment opportunities are not getting provided. For a government job in Uttar Pradesh or somewhere in India, many places actually, PhD students are applying. So that's a very big question. What is a PhD? So they are inventing something new in any area. Yes or no? So PhD students are applying for clerical jobs. That itself is showing a very, disparity in our current economic system. So when you are going through a phase of demographic dividend where more youth population is there, if you can't employ them in a satisfactory manner, will they stay? No, they will not stay. Okay. Second thing, that is one thing with respect to employment, lack of proper employment opportunities. You can talk about expand this, distress in agriculture, direct jump from service sector, lack of development of manufacturing sector, no enough jobs, no high paid jobs in manufacturing sector, and all those things. Then with respect to service sector also, it is only catering only few sections of the society, that too only few urban areas. So many specialization in the service sector. Of course, everybody can't go to IT or education sector or tourism sector. Yes. So there are many areas which are missed out. So like second theme which are happening is lack of proper research and development activities in the country. The amount of spending on R&D in the country is very limited because our budget constraints are less. We want to be focusing more on welfare activities. Yes or no? That should not be a reason. Actually, R&D focus should be there. As a percentage of GDP, we are not investing much in R&D. And the paradox is, in Indian R&D investment, already R&D investment is low. No doubt about it. But within it, majority of the R&D investment is coming from private sector or public sector? Public sector. That is the gap we have. Public sector means what? Government institutions. CSIR laboratories. In Hyderabad, you have many institutions, yes or no? Whether it is DRDO or CSIR laboratories like CCMB, IICT, NGRI, all these institutions, space, nuclear, CSIR, all these government institutions are relatively better investing in R&D when compared with private sector. Private sector in India is not putting enough things into R&D. Already government is low, no doubt. But within it, there is a huge disparity with respect to private sector. That's the reason why people will stay for high advanced things. No, they will not stay. So that is the second reason. Third reason is there is a severe inequality. Some institutions, some education institutions or some skill development institutions, whether it is IITs, IIMs, few institutions are being more focused upon. Whereas state universities, where majority of the students are staying, yes or no? Huge disparity with respect to employment opportunities or with respect to career opportunities. So there is a huge gap between, we have excellent institutions, few excellent institutions, but a big lot of underrepresented or underperforming institutions. This huge gap is creating lot of distress. Once you are in that good institutions, you will have good opportunities. If you not, you will be perceived as if your opportunities, you don't have proper skill, etc., etc., etc. So this gap. So what the others have to do? They have to find education. Yes or no? They are going for higher education in foreign countries. Whether it is medical education, whether it is engineering education, nowadays cost accounting, all skill professionals. When they are not getting enough inputs here, when competition is high, see, if population is high, competition is high, whether the seat should be increased or not. Yes, more demand, more supply, you have to balance it. But that constraint is there. We are unable to excel the state universities. So demand for these few institutions is very high. Rest of the people have to search for other things. We are bounced by two things here. People who are leaving out of these institutions, anyway, they are finding way out. They are going for higher education in other countries. People who are in these institutions, IITs and IIMs, they are not getting well-paid jobs here. So these people are going. People who left these institutions, who are not into these institutions, they are also going. Ultimately, who is remaining? We all are remaining. So we are good actually. So it's not like that. So crux is leaving the country. That's the problem in which we are looking at. Then fourth point we can write, third or fourth point, we can talk about better lifestyle. Resources are more, population is less. the lifestyle or the productivity, or with respect to whether it is health, education, better environment, all these things are getting attracted. These developing countries are looking to the world, especially the developed world, they are looking towards this to go away, to fulfill their one's own dreams. So that is another reason. Social issues also you can write here. In order to go away from these superstitions, in order to, suppose a lower caste person, if he goes away to other country, will he excel? Will he get more opportunities? Yes. Capitalism is better advanced in these nations. So any person, irrespective of their caste, race, if they go there, they can get better opportunities, they can establish companies, they can get cheaper credit, and they can excel more. Okay, so that is another reason to go away, to run away from the social discrimination in the society. People are going away, best of the best people are leaving the country and going to other nations. So better business opportunities, better education opportunities, better infrastructural opportunities, to run away from social discrimination, all these things are the factors. And societally, we, our own people, we value more the people who are working in foreign countries than working in India. Yes or no? Starting from marriage alliances to, at the end, foreign, NRI. More revenue, more status. So this status symbol is also becoming a issue. That's the reason people want to find better opportunities outside. So these are some of the factors. We have to provide them good opportunities here itself. High competition, lack of funding, all these factors also you can write. Competition for not only seats, for everywhere the youth is, resources are scarce. So definitely competition will be high in every parameter. Yes or no? So these are some of the push factors which are being there. Pull factors, okay, standard of living is right, no doubt. Regional imbalances, of course, we are mixing up the things. Some of the countries, these countries are favorably want best of the best from this developing world so that they can grow. So they have developing that multicultural society to attract these people. Better policies are there, better citizenship is there. So all these are the factors resulting into migration from our countries. What is it effect? Effect enti? If brain drain happens, what will happen? Will innovation develop in the country? No. Better products will be developed there. Industrial Revolution 4.0 will happen more there. See, what is the gap between developed world and developing world? Why developed world is highly developed, as the name says? Do they have access to technology? Yes, whether it is social media, whether it is robotics, whether it is artificial intelligence, or whether it is software. Let us take software companies only. Majority of the software companies in India are product companies or service companies? Service companies. Product company means, suppose there is a Java. Java is a software. Sun Microsystems created that software. Now we use that Java software and create online tendering method or create some user interface. We didn't create Java software. So Java made company, Sun Microsystem, is a product company. Product company requires lot of innovation through which many applications will develop. But majority of the Indian companies in the software sector are what companies? Service based. They just use the applications. Okay. So when the best of the best are going away, how we can generate new products? Always we have to be dependent on foreign technology. Whether it is defense, whether it is nuclear, everything we are importing a lot. Yes or no? Even like Prime Minister used to say once, even the tears, even our teardrops are also imported. No manufacturing facility here. We have to import them from outside. Tear gas shells or bullet shells, everything is imported. So that is the problem which we are getting. The cost of technology will be higher. So when technology dependency is high, we have to be dependent on electrical vehicles. We have to be dependent on batteries. We have to be dependent on green technologies. Everything dependency will be there. We can't become self-reliant. Atmanirbhar Bharat will be a great challenge if brain drain happens. Okay. So comparison will come. Social media is there. Connectivity of people has increased. Globalization has increased the opportunities, no doubt. But always, if given a chance, Indian youth, if provided safe happens, they will leave this country and go away. Unfortunately. Okay. Entrepreneurship. If you want to start something new, even with respect to TS IPAS or with respect to many reforms are coming, no doubt. But even in order to start a food processing company, you have to get approvals from 37 licensing authorities only. Okay. So they will not give easily. So they will stop investing. The best investments in India is turning out to be gold and land, unfortunately. Nothing else. Actually, investments has to be pulled towards manufacturing sector, service sector, companies, creating new products, addressing various problems. Yes or no? So that we are not going in that direction. The innovation environment will not be developed. Entrepreneurship environment will not be developed. Why students are studying science or medicine or anything? To do social service or not? No, right? Everybody wants to achieve something, to have a settled life. Yes, no. People are going to the universities to create a product. That push towards creating something is there at the university level in the Western world. But that is missing in Indian context. Do something, do chemical engineering, do some engineering, get some other job, settle out, buy 4 flats, relax. Okay? Or other people will be there, a bunch of young people, they are leaving all their high paid jobs like you and coming to get an identity to do something. Okay, that's fine. But everybody can't be civil servant, right? Practically. So we have to push towards this. We have to stop the brain drain. See, everybody have freedom of choice, no doubt about it. But this is a land where, like just 250 years back, everybody used to come to India. There were stories, Leo Tolstoy stories used to there. In a Surat cave, he gives the narration of a story. A Chinese man, an Iranian man, a American man, all these people will be sitting in a Surat cave and discussing about some philosophy. So in a story that shows how much multicultural we are, just 250 years back. Everybody wants to come to India. It was full of riches. Whether it is agriculture, whether it is resources, everything was there. Now it is not the condition. Okay. So in the context of 75 years of independence, so definitely this theme is important. Okay. How we have to change the systems in which we are still working on. How to create better opportunities here itself. ఆ థీమ్ అనేది కొంచెం ఎలాబరేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, హౌ ఆత్మనిర్భర్ భారత్ క్యాన్ బి రియాలిటీ ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ 25 years till 100 years of India's this can be an essay also. Okay, so in that essay, this dimension, stopping brain drain, not forcefully, by choice. Okay, Chinese people came to India just 20 years back. They saw IIT system here. Immediately, they studied IITs here. They went back and established 100 universities similar to IITs there within few years. They liked the system and immediately they went and established how many universities? Hundreds of universities just based on this model. Okay, lot of revenue is generated based on higher education itself in USA, where many of our people are going and pursuing higher education. Okay, so in this context, different themes can come. Whether allowing foreign universities in India, is it a solution to stop people going away to other countries? Because these foreign universities, can Harvard University establish a campus in India as of now? No. Private universities are there, but foreign investment, foreign universities putting up branches, that still is in debate. Okay, what can we do? So like that, a corollary points topics can be developed. Okay, so that is this topic, brain drain. We have to, some advantages are there for us. Why they want Indians, as far as our things are concerned, Indians are considered to be hard, they are hard workers. Whether it is Google CEO, Microsoft CEO, this trend is there, Adobe, all these things were there. Previously Pepsi. We may not work here, but we'll work very hard outside. It's not like that, it's not derogatory. Actually, we work hard because our economic levels are difficult. We faced many challenges, many major sections of the population. So very hard working, trustworthy. That is the thing. That's the reason there is English speaking fluency. Yes or no? Chinese or German, they will not be so fluent in English. But Indians, from the starting, we are learn. Mother is child, will not talk in Telugu mother tongue. Hey, what are you doing? Don't call Amma, call me mom. We are training, we are losing our language. That's a different thing, unfortunately. But anyway, our English fluency is there. So these are the advantages for recruiting more Indians. So that is also attracting factors which are contributing for more brain drain. They want our people to support them. Okay, skilled workforce and all these things. Right? And favorable politics. These 3-4 points you can write at the end. Nobody wants to fight with India except two nations. What are those two nations? China and Pakistan. Okay, nobody have an issue with us. So politically, that stability is there to recruit people more from India. Okay, if you go to Balkan Peninsula, if you go to various other nations, there is always a mistrust. This fellow belongs to this nation. There is a history of this mistrust. So how can we recruit? That dilemma is there. But that dilemma is not there with respect to India. Very interestingly, last year, 1400 Indians took Chinese citizenship. Okay, so even Chinese believe on Indian workforce, right? So that is the thing. These are the advantages which you have. So definitely impact. We are talking about all this impact. Family will be broken. Nuclear families, a kind of more gap will be there in the joint family structure. Debt will be interest. See, it's not always a rosy picture. There are many people who are going only for foreign education, not getting proper job and coming back. And most of the people who are going there are providing collateral as home loans. Based collateral as home. Their assets, property, home will be given as a asset. They will take bank loan and they will go away. So a debt cycle is also happening. Now US is facing, it is being predicted it is going to face recession. So in such scenario, all these people, all these migrants, they are facing problem with respect to this job security. Okay, so that is also another issue which we are having. No doubt, that is anyway one negative effect, but there are more positives only. That's the reason people are going. Quality of education is good, skills are good, lifestyle is good, and it is affecting various other countries, other people also to go away. Even Nobel laureates example is also there. Whether it is Amartya Sen, Abhijit Banerjee, previously Hargobind Khurana, all these are people of Indian origin. Yes or no? But they claimed the Nobel Prizes being foreign citizens. Okay, because they left India, took other citizenship, worked there, got Nobel Prize also. Even Ramakrishnan also, there is a chemistry Nobel Prize. He also didn't claim from India. Right? So all these things are happening. We are working well, but what to do? We are affected by brain drain. Okay, so solutions are there. What government has to do in that manner, you can develop an essay. We have to do tax reforms. More taxes if you pay, people will leave. There, more industrial support is there. More credit support is there. So like that of many things we have to work out. We have to do this. People who have left us, don't fight with them. They are a very big resource for us. So NRI should be engaged with Indian universities or Indian companies. It's a kind of brain share. New term is in the news. What is it? Not brain drain, brain share. Experts from there should come and work here. People from here should go and work there. Inter-university collaboration, inter-industrial cooperation. All these things should be there. Government of India schemes are there. Vajra scheme is there, where foreign university faculty will come and work in India. Okay, so like this. Fellowship should be given. You have to attract people to stay here. Right? So all these are the things which can be done to address this issue. Okay, so develop that essay. What can be done to realize this potential, but at least by 100 years of India's independence? Bolke, that topic you can work on. So next issue which we can look is, at the end we will do social issue. Science and tech. Another issue which is in news is mental health. Okay, if you talk to people, nowadays it has become unfortunately a problem even for a 5th class, 6th class child also. Okay, he is under stress. He or she at 5th class, 6th class, whether it is starting from, see, some examples will baffle you. There is a kid in Delhi or Noida, he killed a 7th class or 8th class kid, killed a 2nd class or 3rd class kid in the washroom just to postpone the examination on that day. Yeah, high profile, elite school. He wants some reason, he is desperate to stop the examination. Look at it. There is not only kids. UPSC examination, a student got 10 minutes late or whatever time frame I just, he was late, he was not allowed to the prelims examination. He came back to the room and committed suicide. If you didn't write the exam, is it counted as an attempt? No. If you apply, is it an attempt for in UPSC? No. It is not counted as an attempt itself. What is that? As first timer. We don't know. See, that is a mental state. See, it's not that we are derogating anyone. So that is the situation. Number of suicides are increasing. Mental health is not only suicide issue. No. That is only one dimension. Our productivity levels are very less. Your friend will talk something bad to you, you will not read for 2 or 3 days. Teacher will point out something to you in the class, this is a stupid answer, gone. Either you will fight with the teacher or you will frustrate and don't touch the book. Internet is not coming, gone. Facial features will change. Frustration, red it will become. Okay. So mental health is a very big issue. Why it is a big issue? Our parents' generation has lot of poverty when compared to us. Who are more happy relatively? Parents' generation. Who has more facilities? We. So why mental health issues are increasing? That is the theme. Okay. Whole humanity, genes are going into mental direction or what? No, right? The same DNA kind of stuff. Okay. So what are the causes for increasing mental health scenarios in recent times? Just work out for a minute. What are the reasons for increasing instances of mental health issues in the country? So the reasons Konni. Some of the reasons you can look at is, see, why it was not before was, before we have a cultural backup of joint family. Yes or no? Joint family, nobody will be alone. Something is crazy is happening every time. Yes or no? So as an ideal mind is, devil's workshop kind of thing. Social connections are very strong. Not only in joint family, in community oriented societies. You will not be left alone. See, for every month you have 2-3 festivals. The social life, it's not about amount of economic prosperity. The social life is booming. Everything is happening. You are no need to get depression. If one door closes, other door opens up. So this society, community oriented, these relations are cutting down. That is the one major reason. All these things you can write it as same point itself. Okay. When joint family breaks up, when nuclear family becomes important, when both parents are working or if a single parent is working, various issues, various mental issues. See, for a 10th class student, for a 10th class boy, not able to drive a bicycle at a 10th class level, is it a very big issue for him or not? Yes. So lot of things that will affect his things. He will be stigmatized. People will laugh at him. Narayana Murthy also doesn't know how to drive a car. If some teacher or some counselor tells this, he will be boosted. I will also become Narayana Murthy too, without driving car. So simple issues will become very big issues at different ages. So that support is missing. Previously in joint family, someone used to be there. Where you can't share everything with your siblings, with your parents, there is a useless fellow who is always there to support you. That is missing. The West has balanced this breakup with counseling systems. Every school has a counselor. Mandatorily. Many psychologists, many psychiatrists are there to support all these issues, to talk, to address these issues, to have privacy, in order to, see, that trust is important, right? So that we dismantle the traditional systems. We didn't build the modern systems. We just left in between. Definitely will the problems will increase or not? Yes. Okay. Second theme is stress levels are increasing. Sedentary lifestyle. No focus on physical activity. Morning to evening only UPSC preparation. No physical activity. That will build up more stress. Stress hormones will be released in your body. Physical activity will release them out. So the sedentary lifestyle, excess competition, lack of focus on a balanced lifestyle as increasing the mental health issues. Excessive dependent, third point, excessive dependent on digital. Even third class, fourth class kids are addicted to mobile phones. That is having very severe impact. Not only mobile phone addiction, varieties of addictions are there. Even to run away from mental stress, youth is bypassing this mental stress with addictions. starting with smoking, alcohol, and going to drugs. Overdose leading to many problems. Yes or no? If drugs are so, mental balance it will be there, doctors will prescribe it as breakfast, na? Drug masala dosa. Why they are not doing that? Because very harmful effects are there, very harmful side effects are there. That's the reason it is not being done. So, in order to escape increasing mental stress, addictions are increasing, that itself is causing mental health issues. That is another third or fourth point. Fifth point which we can look at in these things is lot of stigma. Everybody who is having mental issue need not to get current shock. Electricity is not free. Yes or no? So it's not like that. Lot of stigma is there. Many obsessive compulsive disorder, people will be washing again and again and again. They will be thinking on the same issue again and again and again. Everything is not mental. You need not to stay in Erragada. But lot of stigma is there. If you go for a consultation for a psychologist, gone. Closed case. That social stigma is there. So stigma, lack of awareness on mental health issues is one of the major things. Lack of human resources also. We are not producing enough psychological counselors or psychiatrists or psychologists. So these are the reasons for, of course, the governments are not focusing much on mental health. Mental health itself, treatment of mental health itself is becoming very costly because resources are few. These are also all the added things. Belief systems, this is another point. Because social aspects we have to see. Na? People who are having mental health issues, they will be taken to Baba. The Baba will beat you with neem tree and he will cure you. They will see that a demon has came and so superstitions. Okay. So many issues are there. People will be jumping and all these things are there, but that will be looked as if some devil has been there. Superstitious beliefs, not giving the proper treatment. Okay. So these are the another issues which is there, orthodox elements and these things. Lot of abuse is there with respect to mental health. Women especially, a mentally ill woman will not have any financial security, social security. Sexual assault is also happening. Okay, they are just like kids, right? Without knowing anything. So these are the things. Elderly problems. Now we are in a stage of good demographic dividend. More amount of youth are there. In just 30-40 years, things will change. And old age, our neural capacity will degenerate. Yes or no? So you will see all these dementia, Alzheimer's. Only in US TV shows you will see. What happens to our old people? They are also having the same problems. There is no specialized of geriatric care. What is geriatrics? Oncology, radiology. Geriatrics means what? Similarly, old age problems. You will not have this focus on geriatry even today. So all these problems, mental health issues are there not only for the youth, but for the elderly also, which is highly neglected. We neglect the mental health issues. Okay, so not only health, mental health, not only youth dimension. You have to talk about elderly dimension. You have to talk about women dimension. Because lack of political, economic and social rights has resulted into more stress for women. Both office work and housework. Lot of burden is there on the women. Domestic violence is also there on the women. There is no grievance redressal for women in this context. So not only youth, I was talking about youth, elderly, women and deprived sections of the society. Caste discrimination, severe stress. Yes or no? Just on the name of birth, on the name of race, on the name of ethnicity. Lot of stigma in the society. All these things are bombarding us and many things are changing. Globalization is affecting us. Our culture is changing a lot. We are in a stage of random changes. So definitely mental stress will increase. So these are the factors for increasing it. Next time you write the solutions. Okay. Some of the factors we saw. We can write these things, factors, it's okay. Most of the things we covered, isolation, lack of social connectivity, all these things, reasons you can write. So please work on solutions for addressing mental health scenario. The problem is in COVID-19, still COVID-19 is going on. In COVID-19, we are in 22, oh my God. So in COVID-19, this isolation, because of this mental health scenarios were affected, were increased in a very big manner actually. Okay, so that is the issue we are talking about. So please work on solutions and what government of India is doing. What government of India is doing in this regard. Forget about government of India, that is only a small part. That itself is a problem. Government of is doing only a small initiatives it is doing. But what should be a solution in a broad manner? Suggest way forward for addressing mental health issues in India. Please work on that thing. We can do that in the next section. Now we look at some other simple theme here. Yeah. With respect to science and technology, the term will be there with respect to indigenization. What is indigenization? Indigenization means what? What is indigenization? Indian made a. See, doing everything on our own. Suppose Rafale is there. What is Rafale? Fighter jet. From which country we took? France. Did we manufacture Rafale in India or just we purchased it from outside? From outside. India is the one of the largest defense importer. We are hugely dependent on. Look at Israel. Israel is the second largest supplier for India. What is Israel's size? What is India's size? Okay. So huge dependency is there. Now in this context, we want to reduce that dependency. Not only with respect to defense, we want, whether you term current things you have to write, bolke, Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India or Self-Reliant India, we have to produce everything what is required on our own. Yes or no? So cost will reduce, employment will be generated here itself. Many advantages are there if you do it indigenously within India. Our own technology. So in defense industry, lot of indigenization is happening. Just I am throwing out various things. Forget about the details for the time being. Maybe in main classes you will know in detail. So what are the indigenous things done in defense industry? Not the full list, but a brief list. So one thing is INS Vikrant. Vikrant is what? Aircraft carrier. What is it? Aircraft carrier. Aircraft carrier. It carries the aircrafts on it. Indian Navy will manage. So we are building 3 aircrafts carrier on our own. As of now, we have previously before Vikrant, we have only INS Vikramaditya. This is the only aircraft which we took from aircraft carrier which we took from which country? Which country? Russia. Russia is used it for many years and it has given it us. Lelo. Not for free. We purchased billions of dollars. Okay. So apart from that, we have INS Vikrant now. A very big ship, it's kind of, we call it aircraft carrier. This is the aircraft carrier. It carries many missiles also. This is the aircraft carrier. Backside one. Okay. So we have only 2 now. That is one thing. With respect to fighter aircraft in India, there are many fighter aircrafts, not only Rafale. Mirage is there, Rafale is there, MiG-21 is there, Sukhoi is there, Jaguar is there, MiG-29, MiG-27. All these things we took from various countries. So match the following may come. Which fighter jet from which country? Okay, so that is one probable thing. Rafale, of course, France. MiG, all MiGs are from, all MiGs and Sukhois are from Russia. Okay, Jaguar is from United Kingdom. So that is one thing. Important everything. Mirage is from France. Not only Rafale, Mirage is also is from France. Now what all these countries do, especially there is F-15 also, fighter aircraft from USA. So what all these countries are doing, generally they are doing business, yes or no? So they will change one nut. F-15 they will change one small nut or bulb, they will change F-15 advanced 2.0 and they will sell it to Pakistan. So wherever there is a conflict, there is more market for all these companies. Okay, so that in order to avoid that, we have built our own thing called fighter aircraft called Light Combat Aircraft Tejas. So LTJ Tejas is completely designed, developed and manufactured in India. First category in IDDM. Indigenously designed, developed and manufactured. IDDM in India. So it's a light combat aircraft. It has its missiles also on its. It will carry many things. Good. Okay, quickly, I'll just go through the points. So LCA Tejas, second point. First indigenization is aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. Second is light combat aircraft Tejas. See, it has just missiles. Just if you look at the photos, you can easily okay, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, these are all things, the new things which is. Next important thing which happened in Indian context is we developed hypersonic missile delivery system. Okay, third indigenization which happened recent is hypersonic missile delivery system. Now, what is hypersonic? Sonic means speed of sound. Speed of sound is measured, is scaled as 1 Mach. 1 Mach means speed of sound. Hypersonic means more than 5 Mach. That is the standard definition. Supersonic means 2.5 Mach, 3 Mach, in between. So you have three things here. What are this? Sonic speeds, which is nothing but speed of sound. Supersonic, 2.5 times the speed of sound or 3 times the speed of sound. Hypersonic, greater than 5 times the speed of sound. Okay. If it is less than speed of sound, it is called subsonic. Okay. 0.8 Mach, 0.6 Mach, all these are the speeds. Which speeds? Subsonic speeds. Speed classification. So hypersonic missile has various big advantages. If suppose there is Delhi, of course now 2 days back this fighting, Israel, Gaza Strip, Palestine, this thing is happening. If some country or some terrorist organization throws a missile for us towards Delhi or towards any city, what we can do? Let the missile hit, then we will take revenge. Is this the plan? No. When the missile is coming, we have to detect the missile, fire a counter missile so that the missile itself is destructed in the air. So these systems are called ballistic missile defense system. What is this technology called? Ballistic missile defense technology. So India has two systems. Okay, leave it. We will be going in diverse manner. So India has its own ballistic missile defense system. Prithvi air defense and advanced air defense. So we have two such systems to protect us. But the challenge is China has done this experiment on hypersonic delivery systems. So what is this hypersonic delivery system means? Whatever BMD you have, ballistic missile defense systems is there. So I just want to give you pointers so that you can study on these things. See, somewhere there is a city here, you are firing a missile, this city has to be protected. So which system will come into picture? Ballistic missile defense system. If the missile is coming, it will detect and fire a counter missile, destroy the missile in the air itself. Our city will be safe. You can prepare for UPSC. Okay. So when this is happening, but the problem with China is, it has developed this hypersonic glide delivery vehicle. It is going at hypersonic speeds within the atmosphere. This is Earth, by the way. Okay. Generally, all the missiles are coming like this. Of course, endo or exo, both ways are there. But the problem with the technology is, if a missile is fired within the atmosphere, with which speed? Hypersonic speeds, our detection systems are failing. Okay. So when China did it, DRDO also got awakened. So we also conducted this hypersonic delivery. It was successful. So we are going to develop hypersonic missiles also. So that is third point of indigenization with respect to defense sector. Only defense sector we are looking. So questions can come with respect to indigenization in Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR. What ICAR is doing, what new breeds we are conducting, what new seeds we are developing. All these things also indigenization only. Yes or no? What is the indigenization with respect to CSIR? How Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, what new things it got created. So all these lists you have to, 3 or 4 lists you have to make. Anytime the question can come, whether it is prelims or mains. Another indigenization is anti-satellite missile. What is ASAT? To destroy satellites. Why do you want to destroy satellites? ASAT, anti-satellite missile. So this is the ASAT which we have done. Why do you want to destroy satellites? What is the purpose? See, the satellites will have lifetime, 15 years, 20 years, 1 year, whatever. When satellite is there, it is still roaming in the orbit. Its work is gone. Now what will happen to it? It will be still roaming. Sometime back, after some time it may fall. Who knows? So we have to destroy it. For that we developed a special missile called ASAT, which is called as Mission Shakti. Now this is academic, but main intention is to destroy satellites of other countries. Okay. Some countries may target, or some terrorist organizations may target our satellites. If satellites are gone, everything will be under dangerous, or if not everything, many things. Stock market will not go, Google Pay will not work, many things will not work. Okay? YouTube will not work. So, if some other countries target our satellites, so we should have a defense. So, that is the strategic background. We say to clear the old satellites, that is fine. But this is also another thing, to have that capability. So, it all deterrence. See, Ashoka, after waging the war with Kalinga, did he stop maintaining army? He maintained the same, even bigger army he maintained. He stopped waging wars after Kalinga, no doubt. But he maintained big army that in order to create what? Deterrence. Okay. So when we have this, it will create what? Deterrence. Like that. That is the intention. We did on our own only. This is also completely work of DRDO. Then you have another things, anti-radiation missile called Rudram. Questions will be direct. What is Rudram? ABC, torpedo or anti-submarine warfare. In fact, both are same. Then anti-radiation missile. D, anti-satellite missile. Like that it will come. What is what you have to know. So Rudram is an anti-radiation missile. As the name says, anti-radiation missile means many radars, many electronic circuitry will be there in defense equipment. Foreign or Indian, anywhere. So this missile will detect that radars, electronic suits or anything of foreign countries, detect the electromagnetic radiation and destroy them. Okay. So all the complicated circuitry of foreign countries or enemy things can be destroyed with what? Anti-radiation missile called Rudram. Okay. So this is an anti-radiation missile developed by DRDO. A simple missile launching from anywhere. Generally aircrafts, it will be launched. Okay. This you leave it, CMS, Netra and all these things. We will look at this thing, Saras. Saras is also another important invention. What are the two biggest manufacturing companies for civilian aircraft in the world? Boeing and Airbus. Right? Anything, whether it is SpiceJet or Indigo or anything, you will have two options. Whether they have to purchase from Airbus or Boeing. So, in order to avoid that dependency, we build our own indigenous light transport aircraft called Saras. 14-seater, 19-seater, only for civilian applications, not for military applications. See. Okay, so this is the aircraft which we have designed like Tejas kind of things. Yeah. Like Tejas kind of things we have designed it. But this is not by DRDO, that is the catch. This is by CSIR, National Aerospace Laboratories. Okay, so it has designed this aircraft. It will be helpful for which government of India scheme? Regional connectivity scheme. Udan. Ude Desh Ka Aam Aadmi Nagrik. Whatever. So when simple towns, see in ordinary aircraft, big aircraft, 180, 200 seats you may not have from small times. So when you have this small aircraft, Indian made, will it be used for air connectivity between small towns and cities and all these things? So that is the application. We designed it on our own. Project Samudrika, it's okay. Then this is also another thing done by DRDO. Advanced Chaff technology. What is this technology means? Suppose if you identify there is a small black ship here. Yes or no? An enemy fighter aircraft came and it wants to destroy our Indian ship. Okay, each ship goes with supersonic speed. Missile is fired. Suppose this does not have anti-missile or ballistic missile defense, it does not have. Ship can't run away, na? So in order to divert that, like it is shown in Hollywood movies, the ship will release many these kinds of fire shots. This technology is called as what? Chaff technology. So that the missile will come, it will, how the missile is knowing that ship is there? Based on infrared sensors, heat, electromagnetic radiation, all these things. So when the missile is approaching, it will release all this bursts, firecrackers kind of thing. So that missile will not hit the ship directly, it will hit on the side. It can divert in a small manner. So this technology also is developed by DRDO, Advanced Chaff Technology. So that it can get. See what are there in Rafale? Rafale is not indigenization. What missiles are carried by Rafale? That can be a question. Everybody knows Rafale is from France. But what are the missiles on board Rafale? Okay, three missiles are there, Mika, Meteor and Scalp. Another thing also, addition is also there. Anyway, nothing belongs to us. We imported. This is not indigenization. Okay. BrahMos is indigenization. BrahMos missile is a supersonic missile. Now it is turning into hypersonic. We developed with Russian collaboration. BrahMos means Brahmaputra and Moscow. India and Russia collaboration. Very high speed, fastest supersonic cruise missile in the world. Supersonic, in supersonic category, BrahMos is the fastest cruise missile. Okay, it's a very big theme. In fact, we are getting orders from other nations. Rather than we buying from others, many countries want to buy BrahMos from us. So it is a change of a game actually. A big theme is there, MTCR and how BrahMos is used and all these things. Okay, so these are some of things. We'll look at these things later. P28, what is P28? What is sunrise? Some of the things which are being done here. Okay, exercises, it's okay, that is not indigenization. Atulya, 3, 4, 5. I will collect more things in the next class and display. So mains question or prelims question can come directly. Which of the following is indigenously developed by India? Or mains question, discuss the contribution of DRDO towards indigenization. Atla, some only half things we did, other half we will continue. Okay, chalo.